Well, Catholic school supporters in the Diocese of Springfield, especially Cathedral High School and St. Michael's Academy families, were rejoicing earlier this week as they celebrated the news that FEMA had awarded the diocese some $29 million, opening the door for the return of Cathedral to Surrey Road, as well as addressing facility needs for the academy. The federal dollars will be granted to the diocese to aid in rebuilding the facilities that were battered by a tornado in June of 2011. Bishop Timothy McDonnell and Congressman Richard Neal, along with other local officials, shared the news at a Monday afternoon press conference. Terry Hegarty has our report.
Cathedral High School will be returning to the Surrey Road campus. Bishop McDonnell announced earlier this week at the main entrance of the tornado-ravaged Cathedral High School.
We now have the brick and mortar funds to rebuild here on Surrey Road, and so we shall.
The rebuilding will be possible in large part due to the $28.8 million in assistance from the Federal Emergency Management Agency, which will be supplementing the approximately $40 million of insurance proceeds already received by the Diocese of Springfield for these buildings. The monies will aid the diocese in its recovery from a June 1, 2011 tornado that ravaged the campus, which housed both the high school and the middle school. St. Michael's Academy preschool across the street was also devastated. At the press conference, diocesan and school personnel were joined by 36 Catholic school supporters who braved the cold weather to hear the details of the agreement.
We are elated over the news today.
Pat says that people have been anxious for such news for more than 2.5 years.
That's all I heard. Right. When are we rebuilding? When are we going to get an answer? And I think, the diocese really had to do what was right for Cathedral High School long term. I know it's a short term. It was very difficult for families who have students that are there today. But if you look at the future of Cathedral, it's going to be very promising.
Abatement and demolition is expected to begin within the next several months.
God be praised. Those 3 words, I'll add 3 more. Patience, gratitude, and trust.
The bishop said that it's been a long haul since the tornado. He thanked the Cathedral community and others for their patience.
It's taken patience and persistence to reach this happy occasion. I'm grateful to all those who were patient with us and never lost hope. Some people pushed for a faster outcome. But if we had not been patient, we wouldn't have had today's announcement.
Bishop McDonnell was joined by Congressman Richard Neal, Springfield Mayor Dominic Sarno, and Regional Administrator of FEMA, Paul Ford, all of whom worked with the diocese to broker the agreement.
We're reminded today, as I have noted previously, that there is opportunity in crisis. And one cannot begin to imagine the city of Springfield without Cathedral High School.
The FEMA funds will not only allow for replacement of Cathedral High School, they will address facility needs for St. Michael's Academy Middle School and St. Michael's Preschool. On June 1st, 2011, it was about 70 degrees warmer than it is here today. That warm air, in part, led to an F3 tornado ripping across Wendover Road here, leaving a path of destruction. But today, a major hurdle on the path toward rebuilding has been cleared. FEMA arrives at its funding level after conducting its own review of damage and determining the adequacy of insurance proceeds. It then sets a fixed estimate based on the unfunded portion and pays 75% of that. The federal funds can only be used for temporary accommodations for the school, abatement of hazardous materials, demolition, site preparation, rebuilding, and for new materials such as school furnishings. Aside from the devastation of the buildings, enrollment declines over the last several years have threatened the health of the diocesan high school, leading to uncertainty regarding the survival of Cathedral. It's believed that the enrollment woes are due in large part to the financial burden that families face when considering paying for a Catholic school education. Both Congressman Neal and Bishop McDonnell spoke of the need to build an endowment for tuition assistance, and they appealed to Cathedral supporters and alumni.
We know how much through letters to the editor and public commentary they told everybody how much they loved Cathedral. Now's their chance to like it.
The building will go up. More important than the building, however, are the students yet to enter its halls. I'm trusting those who have benefited from a cathedral education in the past to ensure that students for generations to come will be able to afford a Cathedral High School education.
Last fall, when the diocese received a long-awaited settlement from its insurance carrier, the bishop challenged alumni members to pledge an amount equal to 1 year of cathedral tuition, which is currently $9,300, to establish the endowment. The goal for the fund is $10 million. The endowment was begun with a $500,000 donation from Michelle and Donald DeMoore.
The future of the building is assured. The future of the student body is in your hands.
Springfield Mayor Dominic Sarno also made formal remarks, thanking the Cathedral family for their patience and resilience. While it is still unclear as to whether any parts of the existing structure on Surrey Road can be salvaged, according to Bishop McDonnell, having the funds in place will allow for more definitive planning to take place. Since the tornado, Cathedral has been housed in the former Memorial School on Main Street in Wilbraham. The diocese has a lease agreement for the facility through June of 2015. Reporting for Reel to Reel, this is Terry Hegarty.